Welcome to Funjelah. On this episode, we talk the family reunion tour, and we are joined by Anjelah Johnson-Reyes. And stay tuned for the middle of the podcast because Alex shares a very disturbing story involving a Target parking lot. You're not going to want to miss it. We're going to have a lot of fun. Here we go.
Yes!
It's Funjelah.
That was the best intro ever.
That's good.
We're keeping it. Like, subscribe, go leave us a review on Apple Podcasts. Call us if you want to tell us what you're mad about or what you're grateful for. Danielle, give them that info.
Yes, 747-300-5380. Funjelah podcast at gmail.com. You can email us, and you can also send us a text message to that phone number. Anjelah.com also has a form where you can also see what cities are left in this tour, and you can buy tickets, especially the Aspen Comedy Festival.
Speaking of this tour, that's what we're talking about in this episode. Enjoy this recap of the family reunion tour with Mahalo. Right as we were getting started, I was saying, remember all the things we used to do? Like at the beginning of tour, Alex and Danielle were out there doing man on the streets, getting interviews from audience members. We did cornhole.
Yep.
TikToks. Man, we came out the gate like ready.
Came out strong.
Yeah.
And then we got tired.
Yeah. Then we got tired. And then it was just like, all right, sound check.
I think that's how all sort of trips/vacations work. It's like
Sure.
at the beginning is when you're doing the most things, and then you realize like, oh, we should just chill out.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, by
We
like
should reserve energy.
yeah, by
the
like
show is a lot on its own. Like, what
by
are
like
you-
Wednesday or Thursday, you're like, we can cancel
Yeah.
those reservations, right?
Yeah. Also, we started, with the summertime.
It's all
Spring, summer.
Well, and I was thinking too, we were in bigger spaces. No offense to some of these other cities, but I had more room.
Yeah.
I had more room to do
And
stuff.
it's different when you don't want to be running around in the cold with a parka jacket
No.
to be like, who wants to answer some questions?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
did do it though that one time it was really windy. It was too windy.
Yeah. Man,
But there are a few. I did some in Anaheim, and there is some unseen man on the street footage
Oh, we should do that. We should
that
look
we
that
have
up.
that has not been put out yet.
Yeah.
I think the last one I did was in Grand Rapids.
I think Alex has done a great job of just capturing so much footage.
Mm-hmm.
I'll never there's probably some gold stuff that I'm never going to see because I really only just see that there's a loud refrigerator happening right now in the background. I don't know if anybody can hear that.
I
but
can absolutely hear it.
Okay.
For those of you just now tuning in, we are in
A green
Santa Rosa, California,
Yeah.
in a green room. A beautiful green room is
Yeah.
actually the most spacious one we've had in a while.
Yeah.
And there is some background noises of refrigerators, and I'm going to ask you to just accept that.
Yeah.
And
I
go
like
with
that
it.
Danielle said, for our viewers just tuning in, as if this is a live show.
And wouldn't that be
What do you
fun?
think
Wouldn't that be
this
fun?
is?
I'm
Would be
practicing.
fun.
For those of you just joining us,
Listen,
what
I have a
channel
history
did
in
they
radio.
flip from, Danielle? This is
I have a history in radio, okay? You know?
She does have a history in
just
radio.
Just doing a little this, little that.
Danielle's radio station that she worked at interviewed Manny's band, Group One Crew.
Yep.
I
Sure did.
Remember that story?
Yes, yes,
funny.
I do.
I met Manny before I met Ange.
Yeah, that's funny. Okay, so I was in the middle of saying something, and then the
We
refrigerator.
used to do stuff. We came in hot. We
That's
got
what-
tired.
the footage.
The footage.
Yes, Alex remembers. It was praise
Yeah.
for Alex.
Yep.
That's what it was. Okay, Alex does a great job of capturing so much footage. Some of it is probably gold that I'll never see because all I see is once Abby puts the edit together
Yeah.
and she sends me like anywhere from like a 15 to 22 minute video of what she's compiled from that city.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a great video. I'm like, oh my gosh, so fun. I remember this. But I'm sure there's so many other moments that he captured that I would have loved to see, but I'm not going to go through raw footage
Yeah.
No.
just to remember that.
I mean,
one
we're
memory.
trusting that they're showing us the best
Yeah.
of the best.
Which, if you guys don't know what we're talking about, these are the AJ on the road documentary videos that we put together on my YouTube channel, where you
Vlogs.
can,
Vlogs.
vlogs. Yeah.
Yeah. Documentary
What did I say?
videos.
Well, because it's like it's docu
It's a
style.
docu-series.
Yeah, it's docu style. I'm not just talking to the camera, you know. And it's a super fun look behind the scenes of what it's like to be on a national bus tour. And it's so fun. I've loved the series so much. If you haven't seen it, check it out. It's right here on my YouTube channel. And it's just super, super cool. Anyway, this is our last show on the bus.
Yeah.
We have how many more flyaway dates or drive-away dates?
There's,
I think you said 4.
it's 4, 5 if you count the taping.
4 plus a taping.
Weekends.
Yep.
Just
and then
little
we're,
hops and a skips.
we're
And then-
done with this whole tour.
It's crazy.
Then goodbye to the reunion.
Yeah, the family
We all go
reunion
home.
tour. What a blessing this was. This was a really special tour for me. I've done a bus tour many times. 4, 5 times before, I guess. Is that many? I don't know.
That's a lot.
Yeah, I've done a bus tour like 4
This
or 5
is your
times before.
7th tour.
Yeah. But on a bus, I didn't do buses in the beginning. But it was my first time with a toddler,
Yeah.
whole family in tow. And I had so much anxiety leading up to this tour. When I tell you anxiety, I'm talking about my eyelid was twitching for months. I had a cold sore for months. Like, my body was freaking out because I had so much anxiety leading up to this tour. I was like, oh my God, what's it going to be like? She's going to be potty training. She's going to be blah, 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 blah. Like, how's she going to sleep? What if she doesn't sleep? What if everybody wakes up every time she wakes up? And then, like, I hate to impose on people. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is an awful idea. Why did I do this? And then I was looking at how many breaks I did not give myself in that first run. We were out there for 6 weeks.
It was pretty intense.
In a row.
Yeah.
And I was like, why did I do this?
Yeah.
Why did I not schedule us a break? Oh my God. I was
Yeah.
hating it. I was like, this is the worst. I'm never doing a bus tour ever again. This is my
Yeah.
last one. This is
Yeah.
my farewell tour. This is it. I'm done. I'm out of here. And then once we got started, I was like, oh, I know how to do this.
Yeah, this is cool.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
ended up being the
Yeah.
best time.
I tell people all the time that stress out about stuff, because I'm that way as well, that's how you know you care about what's about to happen. You're nervous because you care. I think the minute that you have shows, tours on the books, and you're just like, all right, whatever, that's the point where your performance is going to be dipping, like everything is going to be dipping, because you don't really care. You cared, and I think you gave people great weekends for a year. Like, that's how
Wild.
I look at it. When I go out in the lobby before the shows, you see people have had these tickets for months with the date circled, and it's the weekend, and I am helping you provide the
big
weekend
event.
for
Yeah.
these people when
Yeah.
they go to work on Monday. What'd you do this weekend?
Yeah.
We saw Anjelah at fill in the blank, the big theater in their city.
Yeah. And some black guy.
Yeah, and there was a black guy,
Yeah.
angry black guy.
I also, I get anxious leading up to it as well, just because I'm like, where am I going to put this bus? But also, you said, what if? And sometimes I think I get to a point where I go, and what if? And what if, okay, well, then we'll figure it out. We'll figure it, like, it's nothing is, with what we're doing, nothing is that scary, and it's very, we have a very go-getter team. We have a very strong team, and I know if something goes wrong, if I can't figure it out, somebody will help me figure it out, and it'll get worked out. I don't know. I've always just had a very calm sense.
How long does
about
it take you to
everything.
get to that point?
Oh, pretty quickly. As soon as we're in the moment, because it's also, we don't have time. There's no time
Yeah.
to worry about it. I'm like, I'm only in this city for a day. Oh, my merch seller left. Alrighty, well, I'll just sell the merch then.
Yeah.
What else am I going to do? It's such a waste of my time to let it make me worry and that kind of stuff. And so it's like, I'd rather just okay, we'll just push through and we'll figure it out. That way we can get to the next thing, and that way we can get to what we love to do. And, you know, and it's like, did people have a good time? Okay, cool. That's all that matters.
I feel like I eventually get to that place. It just takes me like 11 weeks. And then, and then I'm there. I'm like, yeah. What if? If it happens, it happens.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
I mean, I think I just focus more on it's more important to me, I think, that the audience is, you know, getting what they are wanting, I guess. Or, I don't know. I think my brain, at some point too, I'm just like, no one's lives are at stake. And, you know, it's serious, but it's not that serious. And we're all here to have fun. We're all just here to have a good time. And so that's really what I'm just focused on.
Yeah, we entertain people for a living.
Yeah. And it's super fun. I love it. I love it so much. And so I'm like, well, okay, there obviously I have days where everything is getting to me or something, but I don't know, there is a moment where my brain just goes, okay, stop. Yeah. Just stop. Like you're fine.
I think one of the things I've learned on this tour is that we all travel really well together. Like, there is not one sore thumb on this crew that is diva or anything. Like, we all are like team players, all hands on deck, travel really well. When you're living in close quarters, you have to have that. So I've learned that about us, about this crew, this family. Also, I've learned we all have different immune systems, and I'm like lowest on the totem pole on that one.
You are.
What the heck, man?
You and Alita, you guys are sick like all the time.
I don't know if it's because we're closest to Rosie and toddler, but because Rosie will get sniffles for like a day and she's done, and then I'm out for like a week and a half from her little sniffle.
Welcome to being a parent of a toddler. It's like, I remember when Kalino first started going to school, it would be like every 3 weeks something new is in the house, and now we're all sick. And fast forward in a year, your immune system is going to be so strong.
Let's go.
Also, someone once told me that your blood type has a lot to do with it.
Oh, interesting.
I don't know if that's true.
Yeah.
But
whenever someone tells you someone once told me, that means she watched a 15-second thing on Instagram.
Actually.
And then flipped on to the next.
Actually,
Taylor Swift likes bubblegum.
No, I donate my blood often. And I've talked to the nurses there, and they say that sometimes it totally can.
What's your blood type?
I'm B negative.
B negative. I never remember. I wrote them down, me, Manny, and Rosie's. Let me look at what my blood. Do you know your blood type?
Red.
You dumb. Also, one time I called my doctor to find out what my blood type was, and they wouldn't tell me.
Ooh.
Really?
They couldn't verify it was you?
No, they could, but they're giving me all the other information, but they would not tell me my blood type. They're like, no, you have to come in and get a blood test. I was like, can you just tell me what it is?
Oh, so they didn't know.
So dumb. Okay, I'm A negative. What are you?
B negative.
Oh. What are you? Oh, you don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think I'm O, or whichever one is the
universal. Well, there's the universal donor, and then there's the universal receiver.
Oh. Which one is the better immune system? Whatever you are, probably, because you never feel anything.
Correct.
What are you again?
B negative.
B negative. Like it's something I can aspire to.
Yeah. You're locked in, man. You're locked in.
I do know. I think the negative thing has something to do with it.
You are kind of negative.
You're super negative.
Dumb. That's funny.
I don't know. Also, maybe sometimes I don't hate, but sometimes I think it's mental.
Wow, she just called you mentally weak.
Listen.
On record, too.
Maybe sometimes I think it's mental for men.
Because, I mean, think about it. If, like, you are mentally tired, like if you're just, like, emotionally exhausted and then you have a sniffle, you're like, okay, then I'm sick today, you know?
If I start feeling something and I communicate it to Manny, then all of a sudden he also starts feeling something. And then I've been seeing these videos lately in my feed of women talking about this same exact thing. And this one lady's talking to the camera and she's like, I'm starting to come down with a cold. but I'm not going to tell my husband because the second I tell him, he's going to have it worse than me. And then I'm going to have to take care of him. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I relate so hard.
Yeah.
Dang. What have you learned on this tour?
I don't know that I learned anything. I think it was an awesome experience. I think this is the first time that I've toured with you for a very long time, but this is the first time that I did all of the dates on your tour.
That's true.
So for me, it was like a really good. For me, it was really a cool experience because I got to perform in some cities that I've never been to. To perform at, and then it was also fun returning to some cities that I have been to with you before. And just the experience of being on a bus, like on a bus for extended period of time, was amazing. You know, I tell people all the time, it's like the things that you're doing is what I aspire to do. And so it's kind of like I get to be an intern on this trip of like, you know, seeing the job that I would like to have one day.
That's cool.
But being able to experience it. So once I get there, I sort of know what is what going in.
Yeah.
You know, because the first time you did a bus, it was your first time. It's not like you were on a bus tour with someone else to know like, what are the pitfalls? What are the, you know, what should I be looking out for? And so I get the luxury of like, you know, being on the crew. So I get to learn on the job, which is awesome.
That's cool.
And it's been fun watching you develop your material. And then, you know, we put out my special at the end of last year. And so I've also been working on new material for, you know, that I can tape at the end of this year as well. And so it's just been,
you write so fast.
Like a lot of positives.
You write really fast.
When I'm inspired, I can kind of get some chunks and link them together. I feel lucky that one major bit from What Are We Doing Today, I had to cut it from that special for time. So I have, for this next hour, I already had an anchor bit to like work from. And now for me, it's like, we've talked about this before about how we don't want our act to be fully parent material. And so right now is like, really finding those non-parenting bits that I can place around the parenting stuff to make it inclusive for everyone.
Yep.
Even though the parenting bits are,
I laugh at those.
They're relatable whether you have kids or not, because you have a parent, you know a parent,
you've been a kid,
and you've been around children in public.
And so I try to write all the parenting bits from like, this is where I'm at now, but also, do you remember when we were kids? It's always that juxtaposition. So the people that don't have kids can come along on the ride as well. But to me, that's been the coolest. The coolest is being in these amazing theaters, some new, some old, being on the bus, like the after show camaraderie that we have, the restaurants that we get to go to, the random people we get to meet, and guilt-free golf too. That's been pretty.
Mal's gone golfing in almost every city we've stopped in.
Mal's in an active addiction.
Guilt-free though.
Yeah.
If you golf, you know, it's like I have 3 kids
No,
under
I'll guilt
7
you.
at home.
I'll guilt you.
And it's like, I don't feel guilty with you, Danielle. But it's 4 hours, you know, it's a 4-hour commitment. But when I'm out here, it's like a good way for me to start the day when you guys are still sleeping. It's like I go, get my round in, and I'm not leaving my kids. I'm already gone. So it's like I get to work on this.
Good for you.
Yeah, but you leave us.
Yeah, you're sleeping.
Abandon us.
Danielle likes to get up at the butt crack of 10 o'clock every day, and I just can't.
And I don't see a problem with that, as I am often, well, Alex is usually the last person to sleep. But
Alex is usually the last one
I'm
up.
the second to last. I'm the one that's can't fall asleep until I know the bus is moving.
What's funny is this morning I was the last one up, which is very rare. It usually goes Manny, me, or no, you're gone.
Yeah.
So it's Manny, you. You guys are tied for whoever gets up first.
Yeah.
You guys, then me, then Alita, then Danielle, then Alex. That's
No, Rosie gets up before
oh,
Danielle.
sure. Rosie. I forgot about my Rosie. Yeah.
I would like to point out Rosie goes to bed well before the rest of us.
Yeah. So that's the order.
I feel like that doesn't count.
That's the order of how wake up goes. But today I was the last one up, and I'm texting Manny. I'm so confused, and I'm like, "Where are you?" And then he comes back. He was just in the front room, and he comes back, and he's like, "Are you getting up?" And the light was on. I was like, "Why are the lights on?" And he's like, "It's late already. It's 9." And I was like, "It's 9?" I was like, "Is everybody up?" He goes, "Yeah." I go, and then I go, "Even Alex?" He goes, "Yeah, even Alex."
Even Alex is awake.
And then immediately I felt like rushed or like
hot. Like,
yes, I'm like, I'm running late to nothing.
To nothing.
Nothing.
I
But I'm
was
like, I'm running late. I need to get up.
Yeah. I was like, your first time requirement is 6:30 p.m. sound
Yeah.
check.
I was like, I need to get up. Yeah. But that was an anomaly today.
I think it's because it's the last. I think our bodies are shutting down. If I'm being honest,
My body is for sure something's happening.
but I mean, like mentally, I think subconsciously we're like last day. Not that it's not going to be a great show, okay, but I think subconsciously it's like it's the end.
Last one is the end.
I can relax.
Yeah,
I can
but not
sleep.
really, because, as the grumpy dad on this crew, it is my job to keep my friend locked in. We're in the home stretch for the taping, so we're
That's
not
what it
winding
is.
down.
No,
we're winding
hold
up
on.
right now.
That's not what I'm.
We're winding all the way.
That's not what I'm saying.
I get what you're saying.
On the bus.
Yeah. No, I get what
I'm
you're saying.
on the bus.
I will say I loved today's off day. Was a perfect off day. There is a farmer's market in the
not an
parking
off day.
lot.
You just mean-
Excuse me. You're right. Not off day.
Morning.
Day before the show, like where we have free time. A farmer's market in the parking lot of the venue. We didn't have to take an Uber anywhere. We didn't have to walk for 30 minutes. We didn't have to like prepare or anything. We just walked into the parking lot and walked back in here. And it's a gorgeous green room with amazing hospitality. And like, this is the best last day on the
There
bus.
is a lot of space because we all have stuff. And so the last day of the bus tour and the last day before every break, everyone is like it's like when you move out of an apartment. It's like get all of your crap together, packed, how you're gonna, to fly home, what's getting thrown away, what what am I keeping? And so this area has a lot of space for us to open up our bags and like, okay, what is going on?
And I gotta be like, okay, what's going back to Nashville on the bus? What's staying in LA? And I'm like trying to map out all these different temperatures of clothing. And I'm like, okay, what am I doing?
You don't need anything.
Another
long-sleeved in California.
highlight for me on this bus tour was Eva, our bus driver.
She's awesome.
You met her on the last episode.
Love Eva. She's just really been a blessing. She's a great driver and she cares. She's like, I want you guys to get a good night's sleep, so I'm not going to be like driving like a maniac. Also, she wants to keep it safe. But she's also a vibe. She's so fun.
Yeah.
She's doing our TikTok. She's doing the bus series with us. I love that she's health conscious.
Yeah.
She cares about what she eats, what she puts in her body. Like she's very healthy, because a lot of times you get like drivers that are just like,
All due respect.
trash. But I've really enjoyed Eva, and I think I'm gonna miss seeing her every few weeks, like coming back for a run and seeing Eva every few weeks. I'm also gonna miss my bunk, like sleeping in the bunk. I enjoy it.
Same.
Yeah.
Same. Bus sleep is great sleep. It's way better than airplane sleep.
Mago. Yes.
And I don't know, like if you enjoy falling asleep in a car, then you would super enjoy the bunks.
But imagine falling asleep in a car where it's all dark.
Yeah.
Everything is dark. There's blackout curtains on every window. And there's a fan right in your face just blowing on you. while you sleep. And the mattresses were nice and comfy. Yeah. I loved it. Danielle, how do you feel?
I don't use the vent. Danielle is making a face.
Here's the thing with me in the bunk. Yes, it is very dark, and I do like the comforter. It's very comfy and cozy. But I wake up every night. Every night, something wakes me up. There's a bump. There's a noise. I have to sleep with my headphones in, with my my little ambiance sound. The other night, it was my own water
White
bottle.
noise?
Yeah, it was my own water bottle sloshing around that I was like, ah. But I didn't want to get rid of it because I get thirsty in the middle of the night often. No, I don't sleep well on the bus. I mean, I sleep, but it's not a good sleep. It's not. She's not hitting REM cycle, I don't think.
Darn.
Because I can't fall asleep until the bus is moving, which this run has been easy because it's basically been midnight, and that's when I go to bed anyway, because I'm too anxious and I'm worried that, I don't know, I can't until it starts to move. But then I also can't fall asleep if it's moving. So it's a catch-22, if you will.
Yeah.
How late are you scrolling?
No, I'm reading. I try to
She's
scrolling.
a reader.
Scrolling doesn't. It keeps me awake. So I something wrong, Alex? Okay.
Thank you, Alex.
I'll read my book to help me fall asleep. Unless it's really good, then I get caught up in it. But no, I am kind of a light sleeper, I guess, on the bus. I don't know. I feel every twist and turn and
I feel
know.
stuff, but I immediately fall right back into sleep.
No, it takes me a long time to So usually the day, like tomorrow night, I will have unconscious. I'll hit a coma sleep probably tomorrow night because my body will finally.
Alex, are you a light
relax.
sleeper on the bus?
Slightly, like it takes me sometimes to fall asleep.
It takes him some
Sometimes
time to
fall asleep.
Like yesterday, the bus was moving for a bit. I fell asleep when it stopped moving. When we got to
That's what I'm saying. Is oftentimes I don't fall asleep until we've reached a Walmart at 4 a.m.
I don't know what's wrong with me then, because I fall asleep.
Yeah.
And then, like, even if it's a short sleep, like, okay, I got to get off the bus in 5 hours to golf. I'm like out, like, okay.
Yeah.
Like a light, out. And then right up at 5:30 and didn't feel anything within that 5 hours of just,
Yeah.
Like, you guys were like, did you, like, when we stopped and the bus was leaking, do you remember? No, I was sleeping. Like, I don't remember.
Oh yeah.
I'm a deep sleeper.
It's probably all that knockout gas that you're putting back into your bunk that leaks out to the rest of the bunk area.
You think I'm gassing myself?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Dead.
I hear it. I smell it.
There was a few
Listen.
times where I had to pull out my air freshener essential oil.
But hold on. There was one night, I don't know if you had it on like super duper blast. I couldn't fall asleep because it was so strong. Lavendery that I had the comforter up over my nose.
I think that was the night Mal had Indian
and I was
food.
like, it took me forever to fall asleep. It was, I felt nauseous.
Again, for the listeners, I'm hearing this story now, but I wasn't there for this. So it's like,
Yeah, you were
I can't
unconscious.
I can't confirm or deny any of what you guys are saying. So I'll just go, I'm sorry if it's true what you're saying, but I can't.
Another fun thing I've loved about this bus tour is bringing guests on the bus, like my Auntie Letty joining us.
Yeah.
She's a character. She's fun. I almost brought her on an episode as a guest. It was fun to have her. She participated in some TikToks with Alex. That was fun. My sister and my nephew came on the bus. And for me, that's fun because I love to be able to share this experience with my family. And I love that my sister and my nephew got to experience like what it's like to be on a tour bus and like traveling from venue to venue. And even though they were just with us for a few days, what a cool experience.
For sure.
You know? So I wanted to make sure.
back entrance of the casino, seeing like all the stuff that nobody gets to see, like that's happening behind the scenes with hospitality at these huge properties is kind of like,
I mean, for my nephew going to casino period, because he's young and he got to the VIP experience. And then
his own security guard.
When they walked us into the buffet, Austin goes, "Is this what it's like being a celebrity?"
Not to the buffet. Into the most mediocre buffet.
He's like, "Whoa."
Yeah, bud. Yeah.
Welcome. Oh man.
Do you have any shows that stand out over the year? All the shows were great in their own way, but you know, some stand out more than others.
We said that the El Paso show was the most fire energy. Loved all the San Antonio shows.
I tend to only really remember shows where things went wrong.
I'll tell you one thing I regret. That we didn't do the Matitudes and Gratitudes from day one of this tour.
Oh yeah, that's been a fun part of the tour.
That would have been so fun. In some of those cities.
Texas, we didn't do any of that. We didn't come up with this till after Texas.
All my Texas cities.
Amazing.
Texas would have been great.
It would have been so fun. The Matitude and Gratitude portion is what we do on this podcast. We talk about what's our gratitude, what's our Matitude, and we opened it up to the live audience at the tour, at the shows, and people submitted. And then at the end of the show, Mal will come out and we'll spend about 10 minutes talking to the audience about what they wrote in for their Matitude and Gratitude. And we've gotten some gold moments.
Hilarious.
Some really good ones.
That I'm so sad we didn't think about doing this.
Enrique.
From the Enrique is still getting so many views and comments, and that was a clip from the Anaheim show. And if you haven't seen it,
which Enrique ended up being like your friend's husband or something.
So this is from the Anaheim show. If you haven't seen it, you can check it out. It's on YouTube or my social media. But this guy wrote in about he was getting a promotion in the fire department, and he spelled his name very creatively. And we were trying to figure out, we're like, is it Enrique? You know, there's no N for Enrique, and turns out it was just Eric. Just and that's it. And that's kind of mine and Mal's reaction to us getting his name wrong and the spelling of his name. That video has so many views and comments, and the person who it was, Enrique, Eric, is the boyfriend of a friend of mine that I grew up with. That the only time I see her now is if I have a show in that city. So it's like every few years I see her, but we grew up going camping together, and you know, we've known each other for a long time. Anyways, that ended up being her boyfriend. And so she messaged me recently and was like, he gets stopped at the grocery store.
Hilarious.
Stop.
And people were like, is that you? And it's so funny. She's like, all of like the higher ups, like everybody at work, like so many people have seen that video and they're like, is she talking about you? So I think that's so funny.
That's hilarious.
But yeah, that video. So I wish we thought of that from day one to do that in all the cities.
I know.
It would have been so gold,
and
so
just
fun.
connecting with like
the crowd,
you know, the random stuff that is going on. Like there was a lady in Kansas City. It was Kansas City or no, it was St. Louis. The lady that had raccoons in her.
Oh, yes, that was so gold.
I use that as an example. That was one of my examples.
And the sushi.
The sushi.
Yeah.
Say those are my two examples.
Finally got the raccoons out of the house.
Yeah.
Was
really
just
good.
Hilarious. The way they word the Matitudes is like always fun to play with.
It's such a fun gift for us to practice our improv, crowd work skill, to flex that muscle. And you and I have had such gold moments where we come up with something hilarious, and then you and I soaking up that moment, like I don't even care that there's like 1,000 people watching us. It's like you and I being like, bro, that was so good. Like so proud of ourselves.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know how I thought of that, but that was crazy.
Yeah, that
We do have this it's very much like a Stockton and Malone sort of 2-man game out there, because sometimes there's what? Was that a AEO?
Oh, what is that?
What's
I don't know
wrong
the
with that?
reference.
Oh,
What's the reference?
I forgot.
He's a bad guy?
He's not a good guy. Shaq and Kobe. Can we do? What?
What is happening right now?
I don't.
I have zero
sports references.
I have zero context.
Allegations.
Yes.
Oh,
facts.
confirmations.
Confirmations. Is that a sports guy?
You get the reference, dude.
Shaq and Kobe.
Shaq and Kobe. Because there are some moments where you're all the way on and I'm just sort of, giving small input. And then there's other times where we're both hitting. And then there's other times
Nice
where
little
it's
assist.
like, yeah. And there's some times where I'm like on and you're just
like
adding
Steve,
a little
Steve
bit.
Martin. and Martin Short.
And we feel out those moments every night. A lot of those moments are, I will say, dictated on how my set went before. Because if they hated me during my show and then I come out for the Mattitudes and Gratitudes, they're like, this guy again.
Oh, goody.
Yeah. And then sometimes they're like, oh, him, a little bit more of his comedy too.
Yeah.
But those are some super fun moments.
Yeah.
That was good memories. Anybody else have any memory you'd like to throw in before we do some trivia?
Memories.
Memory or highlight, or even if it was a bad something.
I mean, yeah, like I said, the shows I remember the most are the shows that had something that went totally, completely wrong.
For example.
For example, this I think I've talked about this before, but the merch seller who stormed out.
Oh, right.
Like, I don't know, 5 minutes before doors.
He must have been going through something.
He must have been. I've never in my life seen a grown man throw a hissy fit, but that is exactly what it was. And it was so jarring. But also, record-breaking sales night for merch that night. so that's Jim, whatever his name was. And then I believe, I'm almost positive that is the same night that an entire bucket of beer got spilled on me.
That was the same night. That was you were winning that night.
That was a good. I don't even remember what city that was, but
Alex, do you have any anything you'd like to contribute? A highlight, a memory, anything?
I think a core memory for me will be repainting the Target parking lot.
Oh my God. Yeah. Oh my God. Oh my God.
I think
you would think this experience is something you would want to keep secret, but you're
no,
like,
I think this is something that everybody needs to know about because it's a real danger out there.
It is.
Yeah,
Ordering Indian food on a tour bus is a real danger. It is a choice, let me tell you.
It's a choice.
whose idea was that?
It was Mal's idea.
It was Mal's choice.
And when Mal sent that in the text, hey, how about Indian food tonight? And everybody started replying with, yeah, that sounds good. I was like, man, this is going to be bad for at least one of us, but let's do it.
And who was that one? Who was the one?
This guy. And yes,
Alex did say when he was eating the food, though, he was like, this chef needs a hug, dude. His food is amazing.
You said you were going to go order more. You asked me what time they closed.
it was. I'm not denying any of that. The food was delicious. I
Yeah.
wanted to give the chef more than a hug for what they had done for us.
Hey,
Yeah.
yo.
And then we got on the bus. We all went to bed, and then around 5 a.m. I woke up with sweat covering my body. I quickly grabbed for my phone and was like, Google Maps, where are we? Like praying we were at a hotel or somewhere that had an opening. And I see middle of a parking lot, middle of a parking lot, Target. So I I immediately jump out of my bunk. I roll out. And I run to the door, and I do like a double take when I pop out of the door, and I'm like, all right, Target's like a block that way, and there's nothing going that way, so I ran that way and hid behind a hedge so the cameras on the bus wouldn't see me.
For the listeners, I asked Alex if his body had started the countdown, and he said yes. He
Oh
was
yeah,
in-
because I told Mal that once I got to the hedge, you know, I'd gotten as far as I could before the timer ran out, and then I waddled myself in a full deep Slav squat up against the parking lot lane divider, and then just kind of went and kind of pollocked all over the
My God.
Yeah.
all over the lane divider.
This is a family show.
I
but
forgot to ask Eva if she could go back to the
The
tapes
footage.
to at least see you run by the bus.
And then, well, because this is Mal then asked me if the countdown happened because he asked how I wiped. And I said, well, first I had to, you know,
my God.
like a dog, kind of shake
Oh my
my
God.
as much as I could off. And
Oh
then,
my God.
And then, yeah, then I slowly waddled up back onto the bus,
Oh my-
got my toilet paper, got the cottonelle that you were so kind to lend me. And then I decided to
Can you not
to
bring
go.
me into this story in any way, shape, or form?
Then I went to the back of the Target parking lot, the opposite side.
But yeah,
And
of course.
There was a beautiful kind of a view of like the highway there,
yeah.
and I got Winnie the Pooh naked, which is just you know, t-shirt on, no pants, and I went to town on cleaning my behind, and then I left the pajama pants there with a pile of toilet paper. Then I walked to a gas station.
Wait. Are you telling me that in this Target in some city, it's still there?
No, I'm not an animal. So I went to the gas station. I got a Fiji water so that I could ask for a bag, and I felt disgusting in there. It felt like everybody knew. Like everybody could see what had happened. And so then I walked back to where the materials were, and I packed them all up and I carried them to a trash can and threw them out.
Wow.
And then at 6 a.m. first I took a shot of where the bus was parked because it was looking beautiful at sunrise. And then I got back on the bus and I was immediately hit with, Mal's bunk leak smell.
Yeah.
And I was like, come on, man, get it together. Then I sent a text in the chat. I think it was.
Yeah, let's call that back.
It was just like Mal's farting or something like that. Mal's gassy.
Oh my God.
Mal's really gassy and it's a little obnoxious at this point. So that was a highlight memory for me.
That is wild.
Yeah, I've never pooped.
All this is happening while we're all sound asleep. Peacefully, and this guy's fighting for his life out there.
I know, because it's pretty crazy to think that I slept through all that, but everything else will wake me up.
Wow.
Because I'm, I don't want to make my burden anybody else's. What am I supposed to do? Supposed to roll out of bed? Oh my God!
Yeah.
What's that gonna do?
Thank you.
What's that gonna do?
We appreciate that. We appreciate you not including us.
Yeah.
Buddy.
That is wild. What's more wild is that you shared that story.
Yeah. 3 times now.
Yeah.
It feels like you're more proud of it than anything.
I mean, I am.
I feel like this is not the last time we're going to hear this story.
No, I don't.
Heck no.
I think this guy's gonna write a short film about
Possibly. Ooh, that'd be good.
Ooh, a reenactment?
Kind of a horror comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love that for you.
All right, maybe we cut all this.
No.
Wow. That is a highlight.
Of something.
Yeah. What, anything else we want to throw in the pot before Danielle hits us with some trivia?
No, thank you to everybody. Thank you to all of my new fans that I got on this tour.
Yes.
And
Also same.
Malhall, what are we doing today?
Malhall, what are we doing today? Streaming live right now, malhalltv.com. And thank you for bringing me along.
Yeah.
It's been awesome. It has been fun watching Rosie grow up, which is kind of cool. We started the tour. She was kind of like a little baby, and now she's like a bigger little baby, but with sentences, which is fun.
She don't have her baby fat anymore. I look at some of those videos.
She's starting to lean out.
Oh.
The other day I asked, I said, Rosie, could I have a hug? And she said, of course. Of course, Tio Mal. And if you're a parent, like when your kids start putting together these little sentences, it's like the funniest, cutest.
Also, it's kind of sad is her pronunciation correcting itself.
Yeah.
It's no longer Teal Mouth. It's Teal Mal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a full name.
And Danil is now just Danielle.
Yeah.
I think she calls Alex now.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
everybody is like, she's correcting herself, and I'm missing her baby pronunciation.
But she will still,
Meow.
start
Oh, yeah,
a sentence.
be
She'll
silly.
still,
Yeah.
she'll still go, is that blah, 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 blah?
Yeah,
You know,
she'll do it to
she'll-
be silly, but
yeah.
it's different when that's actual. She's calling to
Yeah.
your mouth.
Yeah. But it is
Aw.
cool that you have footage of her saying that. A lot of
so special.
us don't your kid will say spaghetti for like 2 weeks, and it's the cutest, funniest thing, and you're like, I should record it, and then
Gone.
it never happens again.
Yeah.
And so it's like you have a lot of this footage of
I'm so
Rosie
grateful.
being a baby and super happy
So grateful.
all over the country. So,
So
it's-
grateful.
And also thank you to my fans. I don't know if you guys
Danielle got her a
I've
fan
noticed.
gift on this tour. Yeah,
did.
you did.
I did.
You got fans.
Yes. I do a tight 2 minutes at the top of every show. And
And people recognize you from the podcast too.
That's true.
Yeah. You're
That's
out there,
nice.
and they're like, Danielle. Like, they just want to be happy to say your name.
I know. And it kind of throws me off, but I appreciate
It does.
it.
Danielle gives them a what?
A what? Do you need something? You work for the venue?
What happened?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's literally every time. Because it's always right as I'm like, if you see me, I am probably actively doing something. I'm not just out there all dilly dallying.
Trying to get recognized.
Yeah, just out in the lobby, like, hello, welcome to the show. No, I'm usually like, what do you need from the trailer?
Fixing a problem.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
but it's nice. Keep saying hello.
Give us some trivia. What do you have for us?
Yes.
What kind of trivia is this?
So I did some Googling and
man.
I have some trivia about Anjelah and Mal themselves.
Oh.
Not a lot about Mal, so sorry. Mostly Anjelah.
I was thinking, what is it, movie trivia or something? But okay.
This
Me
is,
trivia.
I have 5 different 5 different categories. First category is, according to Wikipedia.
Oh my God. Oh no.
So all of these are from Anjelah's Wikipedia page,
Oh,
and I would
nar.
like to know. I think most of them are probably true, but then also I want to. Are you airdropping photos,
Oh my God.
Alex? I want to know if it's true, but also I'm curious if you remember these
Okay.
things about yourself. So all these questions. Imagine I've just said according to Wikipedia.
Okay.
right? What year did you move to Los Angeles?
I moved to LA in 2003.
Okay, they said 2005.
Oh, no, incorrect. I moved the weekend after Super Bowl. I was a cheerleader for the Oakland Raiders. We went to the Super Bowl that year. It was
Did
in
you win?
San Diego. Absolutely not. Got spanked. It was in San Diego. And the weekend after the Super Bowl, I moved to LA, and that was in 2003.
Okay.
Wow. Okay. So, Wikipedia editors, fix that. In 2008, you were nominated for a blank award for outstanding female performance in a comedy television series for your work on MADtv.
Imagen?
What?
Imagen Award?
What is that?
A what?
No. What's that?
Sounds
Like a
like a-
Spanish
It
award.
was a Spanish award, but not that.
It was a Nino's Choice Award.
You were nominated.
Alma?
Yes.
Oh.
An Alma Award. That stands for American Latino Media Arts, aka Latin Oscars,
Oh.
is what they wrote on the page.
Wow.
Okay, this one's fun. After high school, you studied speech communications at what college?
De Anza College.
There it is.
Yes.
And how long did that last?
Oh, I was in junior college for a year at most. I don't know. And I
okay.
did just all the basic classes from high school again. But the speech class, I really only graduated that, like finished that class with a grade because I was just funny. Like I didn't prepare anything. I was doing stand-up. I didn't know I was doing stand-up. So I would just give my speech that I did not prepare for, and I would just be funny, and I had comedic timing.
Yeah.
And I could hold an audience.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why I passed that class.
Yeah.
Okay. in Wikipedia, what is listed as your first film credit?
The Box? Something The Box?
Yes, The
Yeah.
Box.
What's the box?
Starring.
Gabrielle Union.
Yes.
The Box is like an independent feature. It's a crime something. I don't remember, to be honest, what it's about.
A
but
disgraced former LAPD detective leads a home invasion in search of millions in stolen money. The plan goes awry, and homicide detectives seeking answers interrogate the only survivors, a thief and a victim.
here's a fun fact about this. I'm a little behind the scenes of preparing for this. I play the girlfriend of this Chola guy who's like a bad guy. Fun fact, played by an Italian.
Is it
James Matteo.
Oh, yeah.
James Matteo plays this Cholo, who, also fun fact, I kind of ended up dating him after this for a little while.
Okay.
Yeah, we vibed.
Alrighty.
But preparing for this,
Oh, I know this guy. Yes. Okay.
so they had us sit down with like actual gang members
Hilarious.
What?
to like teach him how to be this role and to teach me how to be a gang member's
Girlfriend?
Heina,
Yeah.
wifey, like his support, whatever.
way.
And to be honest, I already knew. I had practice growing up. But it
You
was
actually
like
are teaching them.
it was like a coaching session.
Yeah.
And we sat down with these guys and they're just kind of like informing and that was that. And so my scene, I'm only in one scene in the movie, and I believe it's the opening shot. And it's one of those like one take throughout the whole party.
Oh,
We start
yeah.
from one room and the camera follows me through the party until I get to my boyfriend, the Cholo guy, sitting at the table. I think they're playing cards. And I go and I like sit in his lap while he's playing cards and he's saying something. And that's really the only scene I think that I'm in from what I can
All
remember.
right, we'll
Yeah.
watch it tonight.
Yeah, but that was
That's
my
hilarious.
first feature role.
Yeah. There's some pretty good actors in this.
How old was
movie.
I? What year is that?
2007.
Oh, all right. So, what was I, 25, 6?
Sure.
I don't know. I don't know math. I was born in
It's
82.
Probably oh.
So then in 2002, you
Yeah,
would have
25.
been.
I'll be honest.
20.
I gave up. I'm not even
Yeah.
thinking.
Yeah.
You-
I'm
25.
gonna be honest,
25.
I'm not doing math either. I'm just going with one of the numbers that you said.
20.
Yeah. Probably 25.
25.
Okay.
25.
Next question. Move on.
Also in 2007, what British sitcom are you credited as yourself?
British sitcom, 2007. British?
I also was surprised, so I don't know if this is true or not.
I don't know.
On the Up?
Oh, that's not a British sitcom.
Oh, that's what it says on Wikipedia.
That's hilarious. Okay, incorrect Wikipedia. On the
Okay.
Up
Is
was my first hosting gig
Okay.
on a Latino network. I forget what it's called right now in this
Oh,
moment.
this is totally wrong then on the Wikipedia
Oh yeah,
page.
it's a Latino network. I forget what it's called, but I had to read a teleprompter for the first time, and it was these quick little like 2-minute almost news reports, and I would just talk to the camera. I go, this week on the Up, blah 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 blah, and it's like a recap of what's happened this
Right.
week, and it's 2-minute things, and see you next time on the Up, and that was it. And it was like a little thing that I got
That
to do.
is
I had so much fun. It was my
hilarious.
first time reading a teleprompter, and yeah, I was young. That it was on a Spanish, not fully Spanish, but like a
NUVO
Latino.
TV?
Is it NUVO?
I
don't
did a
know.
film on NUVO TV.
It might have been
but that's,
NUVO.
That's so funny. It is fully
Incorrect.
tagged and labeled as this British sitcom. Hilarious. Okay.
Anything else?
Yes, of so many more things.
Oh.
Alrighty. What was the name of your character you played in 2010 on Ugly Betty?
Oh. I was on Ugly Betty. I know that. I know like what the character did. She was a blogger. but I forget what her name was. What's her name?
Wendy.
Wendy. Oh, cute. I don't remember that.
In 2018, you participated in an Australian game show.
Oh,
What was the name of that show?
so fun. You helped me with that.
Yeah, I forgot. the name
Oh,
of it.
what is it called?
That was a funny show.
What's it called?
Have you been paying attention?
Have you been paying attention?
Yeah.
So I
Clearly
was in
not.
Australia doing an Australian tour. It was one of the best times of my life.
Mm-hmm.
It was me, Mal, and Jackie, and we were there for like a month.
Yeah.
A
It-
month.
It was
was a
the
long
best
time.
time. We went all through Australia, New Zealand. When I say best time of my life, I'm talking best time of my life. And I was invited to be on this Australian game show. It's called Have You Been Paying Attention? And they do stuff that's been in the news.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a game show of like what's right and wrong. The point of the game is not to get it right or wrong. It's to have the funniest answer.
Yeah.
So even if you say the wrong answer, it just has to be hilarious.
Yeah.
So they gave us all the questions ahead of time, obviously, so you
Sure.
could write funny jokes. And Mal helped me write those jokes, and
Yeah.
I crushed it. I had so much fun. They've invited me back so many times. I'm like, bro, I'm not going to fly 18 hours just to come like be on the show.
Yeah.
But the next time that I go do a tour in Australia,
Yeah.
I'll for sure do that show again. It was so fun.
Yeah.
Okay, this next section is called old interviews. I found old interviews on the internet.
Oh, no.
You once did an interview with Andrew Wantuck for the Comedy and Magic Club website, where in the middle of it, you heckled him. What did you say?
I don't know. I don't even know what's happening.
Here are your options. Did you say A, bad question, B, bad transition, C, bad interview?
Oh, my God.
You said this to his face.
Dang.
Oh. Probably bad transition.
Bad transition. You were talking, he had asked you a question about Bon Qui Qui, and then his follow-up question was about being a Raiderette. So you just said, bad transition. And then he wrote, we laugh. And then you
That's
answered
funny.
the
I don't
question.
remember that.
In the same interview, you told Andrew that being a Raiderette helped you perfect what?
Posing for pictures, being a public figure,
Close.
smiling,
Very, very close. It was a specific word that you said about
perma-smile.
perma-smile. You said it like 4 times.
It's my perma-smile.
Yes. And I
Just
don't know that
immediately
I
it
don't know
just-
that I've ever heard you say that word, but you said it so much.
I used to say it back in the day. But it's basically, you know what your smile is going to look like in every single photo because you
Yeah.
do the exact same smile.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's never like, you have to be like, okay, let me see how it came out. You're just, same thing
Yeah.
every time.
In an interview for moviemom.com about you starring in the resurrection of Gavin Stone, the journalist notes that a
Research.
piece of jewelry you wear in the
Oh.
film is your own. In fact, that Manny gave it to you when he proposed.
Oh,
what is
my
that piece
key
of jewelry?
necklace, which, by the way, don't know where it is.
Is it a giving key?
Yeah, no, it was
Oh.
from Tiffany's.
Oh.
And he gave it to me when he was proposing to me. And here's a behind the scenes of our engagement when he proposed. I had no idea he was proposing. He pulls out this Tiffany's box, and I was like joking with him because I was like, there's no way there's a ring like he's about to propose right now. And I was like, imagine if this was a ring. So then I start joking with him, and I'm like, I do. Imagine, I do. And then I open it, it's a ring, and I'm like,
Oh. What's this?
That's so
What?
funny because
Yeah.
as a guy who has proposed before, it is one of the most nerve-wracking like experiences of your life. Whenever I meet a guy and he's like, "Oh, I just got engaged," I always ask like, "Did it go how you thought it was gonna go?"
oh, that's a good question.
Because we all have a plan in our head of
Yeah.
like
I feel like most guys
what
would
we're
say
gonna
no.
say, where it's gonna be, and like, you know, like I do stand up for a living. I talk to people. It's no problem. But for some reason, when you're talking to your person, this moment just feels so important and so big that you do not prepare for like. You definitely don't prepare to get heckled in the middle of your thing. He's like thinking about what he's going to say, and you're like, Imagine if you were going to do this. And his head is like, oh God. Do I abort?
Yeah. Don't open it. Never
mind. Knock it out of her hand and run. Go.
Oh wow.
So was there also
He had a speech. I wish I had it recorded so I could remember it. I don't remember what he said, but something very sweet about my Tia Mary and my Tio Mike and like having a love like theirs. And they were married for like, however many years. And they were like they didn't have kids and we didn't want kids. And like, it was that kind of thing. And they were married for so many years and she lived to be 102 and blah, blah, blah. He gave me some sort of speech about like their love. And he proposed in a city where I had mentioned like, it was like a destination weekend for a lot of my family members where like my Aunt Celia and her husband, before he passed away, would come and they would do like weekend getaways. It was like a very special city, Half Moon Bay, in the Bay Area. And so he proposed there, and that's where we got married to, was in Half Moon Bay. So.
And then was there also just the key necklace was next to the ring?
Oh yeah, so the ring was not from Tiffany's. The ring was from like our jeweler, but it was like, he bought this as like a gift to like throw it off type of thing. Like, oh, I'll just give her this like necklace. So she thinks it's only the necklace and then the ring.
Okay. Is it the same ring you have right now?
Yes. Right? Yeah. Yeah, it is. I got confused for a second. I was like, wait, is it? Yeah.
Okay.
I remember when I proposed to Carlene, we did it in Maui. And
how many kids did you have at this point?
we were one child in. 9 years and one child.
Wanted
into
to make
our
sure it was
relationship.
the right one.
Yeah.
You gotta, renew the
You can
lease
never be
as many
too
times
sure.
as you can, just to see what it's like. But I remember I was going to propose, so I had the ring and stuff, and I had picked the beach that I wanted to do it at because there was no people there when I scouted it out. And then we get there, and it's me and my mom and Kalino and Carlene. And there's some people there, but we were...
Your mom knows?
My mom knows that
Okay.
I'm going to do it. And I asked her to film it, which don't ever ask my mom to film anything for you because it's not going to turn out. She's like a little bit worse than Alex, you know what I mean? It's just like... But I remember, like, I'm going to propose. But then Carlene was like, we got to the beach, and she's never trying to run into the water. And she's like, let's get in the water. And I was like, okay. So now we're in the water. And I was like, all right, well.
Is the ring still in your pocket?
No. The ring's on the beach. But I go, are you going to, like, I know we're going to take pictures. And I'm like, are you going to go in? And she was like, yeah, screw it. And then she just dives into the water.
Why didn't you stop her?
What could you do?
Ruin the surprise.
Yeah, what could you do?
As the guy, I was like, well, I guess we're just going to have wet hair pictures because I'm not, this is it. This is the place.
Yeah.
So if you see our engagement, like our proposal photos, Carlene's hair is all wet because we were just in the water. And she was like, what? Afterwards, she was like, why didn't you tell me to not jump in the water? And I was like, it happened so fast.
Was she surprised after 9 years and a baby?
Oh my God. You've seen the picture, right?
Yeah, I remember.
She was so shocked.
Yeah, sweetie.
So shocked. She had no idea. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
She was mean leading up to it. I was like, I stopped at this little gas station to get
She was mean leading
beer,
up to it.
because I was like, so we could have a toast or
Yeah.
whatever. And she was like, why are we stopping? Like, everything was just like a big deal. And I was like, dude, chill out. Like, what are we?
You're ruining
What's
this.
happening right now? That was her roasting the box.
Yeah.
I'm so nervous.
She's like, oh, you're taking forever.
Yeah. All right,
Okay,
next question.
this next question is called Wiki Feet. How many photos of there are you on Wiki Feet?
Oh my God. I don't know.
Just
You're
take a
famous,
guess.
dude.
Just take
I
a
know
guess.
people have screenshot and sent me things that say this is my feet. Like it's a picture of
Wiki
feet.
Mm-hmm.
And I recognize it. Those are my feet.
Yep.
But it says like my name and like date and like when I posted it and stuff. And I'm like, sick.
Yeah.
Yep. How many? Take a guess. Give me any number.
312.
11.
Lower, much higher.
Oh my God.
For you.
115.
You're getting closer.
Oh my God.
120.
Just tell us.
127.
136.
136 feet photos of me?
And I looked at them all because I counted them.
Get out of town. I wonder if they're all... What?
Follow-up questions. How many of those photos also feature Bonzo?
Larry, yes. I was probably trying to post a picture of Bonzo laying on me.
Absolutely you were.
Oh my, I'm going to say 50%.
Actually, only 5.
Oh.
How many of those feature Manny?
Oh.
2.
18.
Oh.
And how many of those feature Mal?
What?
1?
Just 1.
Okay.
How fun? Can you show it to us? Do you have it?
I mean,
What is it? What's the context?
you just searched. I hate you. There's also a photo of, I guess you took a photo to show how dirty your feet were. There's a photo of your foot and it's disgusting.
Yeah.
It's like black.
What
on the
was it
bottom.
from?
I have
People
no
are
idea.
weird, dude.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
it's mostly photos
You get
of
a lot of money for that
a
one.
lot
Ange.
of the photos are you just standing somewhere and you've got like open-toed shoes on.
Oh, okay.
Like that. But there are some close-ups of your feet and it's Bonzo. And
How
it's-
funny.
Yeah.
What's funny is this is what's funny. I took a video last night. I forgot to post it in my stories. I'm going to do it right now. But I was like, oh, somebody's going to wiki feed this one for sure. Because it was a funny, I'm laying in my bunk, Manny's in his bunk, and I put my leg all the way across so that he can rub my feet.
Yeah, that is
And
a
I'm like,
wiki
when you're
feed.
married but you're sleeping on a bunk.
Yeah.
And so his hand is out rubbing my feet and my foot is, and I was like, oh, somebody's going to wiki feed
that
this
is
one.
prime time wiki
Oh,
feed
yeah.
content. Yeah. Alrighty. The next 2 categories, last 2, not that much left. I asked ChatGPT for Anjelah trivia.
Oh.
These are weirdly introspective. I don't know, but I would love to.
Am I going to cry? Okay.
No, I would love for you to just guess what it thinks the answer is.
Oh,
Okay.
hilarious. Okay.
So these are the questions it gave me. What distinctive performance style is Anjelah Johnson-Reyes especially known for in her stand-up?
I mean, the answer, storytelling, observational,
Clean storytelling.
and accents.
Okay, the answer they gave was physical comedy and character-driven performances.
Interesting.
Physical.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't think you're very
I don't think
physical.
I don't think you're.
I do act outs, but not like.
I know.
No.
What type? What type of workplace experience helped inspire much of Anjelah Johnson-Reyes' observational comedy early on?
She worked at King Burger, and the guy could get the fries and the burger his way, I think.
I don't know.
This one, working in an office marketing environment.
That's not even true.
Oh.
I know.
I thought, so the reason why I said that is because I thought it was just going to pull like, she worked at King Burger.
Mm-hmm. There was a lot of Bon Qui Qui stuff, and I skipped most of it. This is interesting. What major stand-up comedy festival helped boost Anjelah's early career?
Just for laughs.
No. They wrote the Aspen Comedy Festival.
What? Which is performed there ever?
I don't think so. You're performing there in a couple of weeks.
Oh,
And apparently...
Get ready for a boost.
Get
dude.
ready for a boost!
Hey, brr, 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 brr. It's my lowest selling ticket show on this tour.
Okay. Which U.S. region most strongly influences Anjelah's comedic voice and references?
West Coast, California.
It says Northern California.
All right, boom.
Okay.
The one answer.
Okay,
Yeah,
last one for Ange, and then I have some for Mal.
Oh my God, cannot wait.
What recurring themes connects many of Anjelah's most popular bits?
Accents, themes.
They wrote everyday interactions escalating into absurdity.
All right.
Okay.
I'll
It's
take
so
it.
specific.
Yeah.
Okay,
take
these
it.
are the ones for Mal. What's the safest assumption when Mal Hall takes the stage?
He's mad. Oh, this is for you to answer.
You know what though? You're not totally off base.
This is according to ChatGPT.
According to ChatGPT, I asked ChatGPT for
I need
Mal
a
trivia,
rebrand, dude.
and these are the questions. And it says, "What's the safest assumption when Mal Hall takes the stage?"
Mal's gonna go on stage tonight, smiley. All.
Yeah. I don't know.
The answer is someone is about to be yelled at. Parentheses lovingly.
Are you serious?
Wow. Yes.
That is upsetting.
That is accurate.
I'm gonna yell at ChatGPT now.
Okay. Mal Hall doesn't just tell stories. He does what with them?
Yells them.
You'll never guess. Wrestles them to the ground.
Hey, yo. Oh my God.
What does that mean?
Wrestles him to the ground?
Yeah. That's what it said.
Okay.
And then finally, what part of Mal's
Okay.
what part of Mal Hall's body deserves its own agent?
Eyebrows.
You would think. It just wrote his face.
Oh. Okay, face. I thought they were gonna say booty, 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 rocking everywhere.
But those were like, that's the kind of questions that it gave me, and I thought that was very weird.
That is weird. I just to talk about the booty again really quick. There was one time that Mal was going on stage. I think that day we were talking about how he had a bubble butt. And we're like, Mal, you have a bubble butt. Like, I think his pants were on extra tight or something. And it was me and Jackie. We're like,
I was like, I
butt.
have no memory of
No,
this.
it was me and Jackie. We're like, yeah, Mal, you got a bubble butt. And then he was going on stage and we changed his intro song to bubble butt. Butt, bubble butt.
It did catch me off guard.
And he was so mad. He got so mad.
Yeah. Mal is insanely particular about his walk-on song, and I feel like it is our biggest beef half the time because he likes to change it last minute, not knowing that I have skillfully prepared.
She has a system.
I have a system, and he messes it up.
What Danielle doesn't know, audience, is that I'm changing my walkout song for the show tonight.
You better not.
That new T.I. song.
Yes,
Absolutely
I love
not.
it.
No. Denied.
Where are we at? What is this?
111.
Amazing.
Make a wish or something like that.
Do we have anything to listen to, or are we wrapping it?
No.
Okay. Well, this has been a fun recap of this bus tour. Again, go check out the AJ on the Road videos if you haven't seen them, so you can get a more in-depth look of Alex's work as a videographer of this tour. And yeah, this has been a super, super fun tour. Very grateful that this is what we get to do for a living, and share that with you guys. So thank you for listening to this episode of Funjelah. Mal, thank you for joining us on this tour, the whole tour, and this episode of Funjelah.
Thank you for having me
A few more cities left.
on the tour and as a guest today.
Yes.
It's been awesome.
Yeah. Thank you all for
Sincerely,
listening.
it's been pretty epic.
Amen. Yes and amen. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.